Our Old Testament lesson for this Sunday morning, the 20th of December, comes from 2 Samuel chapter 7, verses 1 through 11 and 16. And this is the fourth Sunday of Advent. And when the king was settled in his palace and the Lord had given him rest from all his surrounding enemies, the king said to the prophet Nathan, "Look, I am living in a cedar palace, but God's chest is housed in a tent." Nathan said to the king, "Go ahead and do whatever you are thinking, because the Lord is with you." But that very night the Lord's word came to Nathan, "Go to my servant David and tell him, this is what the Lord says. You are not the one to build the temple for me to live in. In fact, I haven't lived in a temple from the day I brought Israel out of Egypt until now. Instead, I have been traveling around in a tent and in a dwelling. Throughout my traveling around the Israelites, did I ever ask any of Israel's tribal leaders I appointed to shepherd my people? Did I ask them, why haven't you built a cedar temple? So then say to this my servant David, this is what the Lord of heavenly forces says. I took you from the pasture, from following the flock, to be leader over my people Israel. I've been with you wherever you've gone, and I've eliminated all your enemies before you. Now I will make your name great, like the name of the greatest people on earth. I am going to provide a place for my people Israel and plant them so that they may live there and no longer be disturbed. Cruel people will no longer trouble them as they had been earlier. When I appointed leaders over my people Israel, and I will give you rest from all your enemies. Your dynasty and your kingdom will be secured forever before me. Your throne will be established forever."